You don't need to be a good singer to make placement-ready, emotional vocal samples perfect for artists like Raw Wave, 2C, and No Cap. All you need is these 2 tricks. Today, I'm gonna show you how to build emotional vocal samples from scratch without relying on expensive loop kits or sampling real songs. So without further ado, let's jump in. Just before we jump in, the loop, starter, and vocal sample will be available on the Patreon, as well as a Raw Wave 15 MIDI chord pack. Perfect to get your ideas started. Check that out, link in the description. All right, let's jump in. So first, we need a melody and lyrics. I'm using Varispeed, pitching down 2 semitones. This idea will be the chorus.
You won't hold me down. You won't hold me down again.
And then this section is the post-chorus.
Yeah. In my heart, oh, barbecue longs.
Trick number 1, you don't have to use your actual singing voice. You can literally morph it. You'll hear in this section that I sang stove with a British accent. That wasn't actually on purpose, but I kind of thought it was cool, and so I leaned into it for the rest of the recording.
Oh, it burns like the stove in my heart.
Don't judge me too hard on the accent. It's more just to make it sound less like me. I was sick while recording this, so the tone of my voice was kind of weird, and so I just thought I'll lean into that weirdness. I'm already digging this melody massively. Let's keep going.
You won't hold me down. You won't hold me down again.
Then we land to point 2, layers.
Heart, oh, barbecue longs, barbecue longs.
When you're sampling real songs, these vocals are stacked so many times. Doubles, harmonies, layers upon layers. Now we won't need 50 layers for a vocal sample, but we definitely want enough harmonies and doubles to make it feel full. Even subtle layers make a huge difference to the overall feel of the track. So first thing we're gonna do, let's add some doubles.
You won't hold me down. You won't hold me down.
Then we'll add some harmonies.
You won't hold me down. You won't hold me down.
I'm doubling twice, I'm adding harmonies left and right. Once you pan everything, it's gonna feel like this.
You won't hold me down. You won't hold me down again.
Another thing that helps a lot, counter melodies. These little background vocals will make everything feel alive. I'm gonna add this simple little melody, and all I'm singing is ooh, and it's gonna work perfectly to help fill in those gaps.
Ooh, oh. Ooh, oh. Ooh, oh. Ooh, oh.
Once we got the stack and the melodies for the chorus, we got this.
Again. Yeah. In my heart. Oh, it burns like the stove.
I like to have my samples build into the chorus, and typical song structure, you're gonna have a verse before getting into the chorus. So let's write out a verse, and we're gonna have this be pretty simple, and you're not gonna need to do a bunch of layers, but it'll be super helpful to have the payoff when we get to the chorus. And I'm really leaning into the fake accent. I'm sorry, but it'll sound cool. Trust me.
Feeling this way since I was 18. I found all my friends didn't know me. And all of my peers, yeah, they trusted the lies. See, I took my heart and wore on my sleeve. Oh, I finally started to see that change.
Bonus pro tip, imperfection and multiple takes. I usually record a bunch of different takes and then pick either the best executed one or the most emotional one, depending on what feeling I'm looking for. While I'm doing a bunch of tries, it would look something like this.
Cause I found out my friends. I found out my friends never knew me. I found out my friends didn't know me.
For final touches for this vocal sample, let's add a little intro counterpoint melody thing too. I'm gonna lean into that ooh kind of idea, but I'm gonna do a different melody. And of course, we're gonna stack it with doubles and harmonies. Then I want to create this Varispeed glitch voice, so I slowed the tape down, sang it in, and sped it back up. That sounds like this.
Don't matter.
And there we go. That's the vocal sample locked in. Let's check it out.
Feeling this way since I was 18. I found out my friends didn't know me. And on the morning of the very last day, oh, I finally started to see that change.
essentially we could call it there. But I think we should see how this vocal actually sounds as a sample. So let's speed the whole project up. Now let's add some bass. Now let's add a little bit of slide guitar. For me, the most important, lead guitar. I like pairing that lead guitar with a heavily modulated guitar line that's panned really hard left. So I got like the lead panned right, modulated guitar left. That sounds like this. All right, I think we're sounding good there. Please hit the subscribe and like button. We're on our way to 3.2 thousand subscribers, which is insane. The loop starter and MIDI kit are available on the Patreon, so check that out in the description. Last thing, let's check out what we made.